Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's do our chanting before we start our meditation. You can turn to page number 5 of our chanting book. Salutation to the good day. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page, there are 5 precepts. Panatipata vehemani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinādāna vehemani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, Kāmesu micchācārā vehemani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, musāvādā vehemani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, Surameraya majja amadatthāna vehemani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vowels. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing and oppression. I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to protect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page, homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagavārehang samma sambuddho විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakkhatu bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi pasnsiko opanayiko pacchattam veditabbo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavatu Savaka Sangho Ujupatipanno Bhagavatu Savaka Sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Atta Purisa Pungala Isa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dakiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutteran punyak ketang lokasensati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offering. Offering of light. ගනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමුනුදං. Offering of incense. Gandha sambharayuttena dupenahang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajana Offering of flowers.
Vannagandha gunupetam etam kusuma santatim pujayami muning dasase siripade saruruhi pujimi buddhang kusuminenine punyine mitene labhami mokkang uppang milayati yatha idang ayu tatayati vinase bhavam.
Offering of water.
Adivasetunu bhante paniyang parikapitang anukampang upadaye patiganhatu uttama.
Offering of drink.
Adivasetunu bhante gilane paccayang imang anukampang upadaye patiganhatu uttama.
Worship of shrine.
Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbetani supatititang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Injire manchante namaste niyang namaste malum rate nante yang yang punyami sandang vipulang alatantang tasanu bhavin hatante rayo.
Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made other. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the weed that follows the fruit of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mine is chief, mine make are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linking in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities, as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Welcome everyone to our meditation session. Today also we were so fortunate to be able to have this gathering, both on site and also online. And so this is to help ourselves as a spiritual community. More than ever, we all need care and love from each other. We need to take care of one another, particularly during these challenging periods. So this practice of meditation as a group is one way that we will help each other to take care of our mind first, and of course body too. But it's so crucial that we take care of our mind and then train our skills and potentials in the mind so that we can be ready to live our life in the most optimal way, the most possible way, most meaningful way, and helping each other. So let us rejoice this moment that we all have got this opportunity and we all have this practice together, and appreciate this moment and rejoice that we are all connected in one way or another to this practice. So we are going to help each other to settle our mind and develop our mindfulness and loving kindness. And with that, rejoice, make a determination. Make a determination that I will engage in a committed practice. I will make use of this opportunity. I will make use of this gathering and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the bell and help ourselves to settle further and further into this moment. And at the end of the bell, we will do our chant, Namo Buddhaya. And at the end of the chant, Bhante Purna will help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Spiritual friends, it is always very precious to have meditation in our life to take care of our body, to take care of our mind. Loving kindness and mindfulness both are very, very important practices. to treat our body and mind. The meditation is a practice. It's an individual, persistent effort. We will together inspire and grow in our spiritual path. After beautiful, meaningful chanting, now we draw our attention to our body and we observe we are sitting. We are sitting in a very special posture, keeping upper body upright, closing eyes gently, relaxing both arms and resting palms on the lap, keeping the legs nicely. It is a very precious. Now we will feel our body. We can feel our body. We notice all the sensations of the body and relax and very gently just body to let body to calm down. Feel the body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Feel each and every parts of the body and relax. Now you are very familiar with the knowledge of feeling and relaxation. Just feel the body and notice all different sensations and then relax. Relax. The physical relaxation is very, very helpful for the spiritual growth. Relax the body and let body to be in this relaxed posture continuously. Keep your attention to relax the body. By relaxing the body, we maintain a motionless posture. Relax the body, relax the body, and drop down all the muscles and relax the body. You are in a very comfortable and stable posture. Just relax yourself. Relax your body and let body to be in this posture. By deeply relaxing the body, we avoid all the unnecessary physical activities. With the unawareness of the physical activities throughout the day, there could be many harmful activities happening with the physical movements. We know in our environment we have many beings, all different types of beings, insects and flies, visible and invisible. While we are moving our body here and there could be some harm, damages for those insects and creatures and any invisible beings. Right now, being in this kind of very relaxed posture, we have avoided all the so called mistakes. That means we truly are observing the precepts. We have a virtuous posture. Observe the morality. Physically, the morality is growing. That because of this physical establishment. Be happy about this posture. You are not doing any harm to any beings right now. Physically, you are so precious and so virtuous, and you are so wholesome. Be happy about your motionless posture and continuously relax your body. If you still needs any movements, very gently and very mindfully, very slowly, you can change your postures. Otherwise, try your best to maintain this wholesome posture and draw your attention to your mind. By coming to this event, we disengage from the past and from the future. Past is gone, future is not yet come true. Truly, we are engaging in this wholesome event. Right now, we are meditating. We completely draw our attention to the present moment. Right now, we are sitting. We are sitting in a wholesome posture with the full awareness. We are not doing any harm to anybody physically right now. Deeply acknowledge miracle of this motionless posture. We are not doing any harm to any beings. It's wholesome. Be happy about your wholesomeness. Being in the present moment, we are not harboring any unnecessary thoughts that because we have given up the past and the future, right now we have a very wholesome gathering here. Your noble spiritual teachers and personally you yourself be happy about this gathering by being here or sitting somewhere a little far. Still, we are spiritual friends. Spiritual friends never split. It is a miracle. Deeply observe your beautiful mind. You are not having any unpleasant thoughts right now. You have a beautiful moment with your spiritual friends. Observe the mind by avoiding the mental defilements. Now you are having a precious mind, wholesome mind. We will draw our wholesome mind towards the loving kindness. Other way around, we will invite the loving kindness into our mind. You know the deep meaning of the love and kindness. Love itself is not enough. That is why we add the kindness. Loving kindness is a precious, precious thought. Once you invite the loving kindness into your mind, you can feel the soothing effect of the loving kindness. To explore further, we remember a wonderful simile delivered by the Buddha. We cultivate loving kindness like a mother who takes care of her only baby. When a mother is taking care of her only baby, she is not only having loving kindness, she is having number of positive, beautiful, wholesome thoughts in her mind. Compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, generosity, truthfulness, full awareness. They are very strong, wholesome thoughts in mother's mind. Same way, right now, we are recollecting the wholesome loving kindness in our mind. Not only just having single simple thought loving kindness. We have compassion. We remember the nature of the compassion, nature of the forgiveness, nature of the appreciation, nature of the giving, nature of the true mindfulness. They all are beautiful thoughts to nourish the loving kindness. Having a wholesome moment physically, virtuous moment physically, now you are exploring beautiful loving kindness mind. It is a blessing to have loving kindness. Observe your beautiful loving kindness mind. You make a genuine wish to grow the loving kindness within. May my mind be well. May my mind grow in loving kindness. May my mind be able to acknowledge and grow the compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, generosity, and many most beautiful, wholesome thoughts. May my mind be well. Truly draw your attention and very carefully and gently organize your mind with the support of the loving kindness. Loving kindness is precious, and a precious, wholesome loving kindness can bring healing energy, increase the healing energy in the body. You draw your loving kindness attention to your body. You deeply appreciate this body. Right now, especially you are sitting. Also, you are using this body. Deeply appreciate this body. It is a gift. It is a wonderful, wonderful gift. Deeply appreciate and radiate loving kindness. Your healing loving kindness emotions activate the glands to secrete the very healthy hormones into the body. The hormones dissolve into the blood and travels all over the body and reach to the receptor cells and very nicely organize and maintain the happiness and peace in the body. That is why you deeply appreciate this body and radiate loving kindness, ble- blessing loving kindness to your own body. May the skin of this body be healed. It is your skin. You know how much important this skin for you. It protects you. May the skin of this body be healed. The muscles be healed. Bones be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the internal organs, systems, and activities, vital activities of the organs and systems. Lungs, the respiratory system, is the lifeline of this body. May the respiratory system of this body be healed, be healed, be healthy. The heart, cardiac muscles, and the cardiovascular system of this body be healed, be healed, be healthy. The digestive system of this body be healed, The kidneys, the genitourinary system of this body be healed, be healed, be healthy. The most important part of this body, the central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, radiate the loving kindness to the entire system and make a genuine wish. May this system be healed, be healthy. Right now, we fully expose into the loving kindness with the support of this system and all other systems together. Be grateful and appreciate and expand the loving kindness to the body and mind. May this psychophysical organism be healed, be healthy right now. Enjoy the wholesome loving kindness now. Mentally and physically and verbally, you are virtuous, you are wholesome, you are engaging truly with the wholesomeness, loving kindness. Mentally, physically, and verbally, you experience the loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well. Also, we will share our loving kindness with our spiritual friends. May my beloved spiritual friends be well. May you grow in loving kindness. May you be well. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May your all the activities be successful. May you be protected. May you be well. May you be well. Also, expand your loving kindness to your beloved family members, relatives, and friends, near and far. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness to all the people, especially the people who are working in the front line to protect other people, the healthcare workers, and all other dedicated people who are working right now to protect all other people. May they be well, may they be healthy, may they be protected. Also, all other people in this entire country, all the people be healed, be healed, be healthy. Radiate your loving kindness, radiate your loving kindness, expand your loving kindness to all the people in the neighboring countries all around the world. All the people who are especially sick people, may they be free from all the sicknesses. May they be healed. May they be well. Also, all other people be healed, be healthy. Share your loving kindness with all other animals, big and small, large and small, long and short, near and far, all the animals, all the beings be well. Experience the well wishing, true loving kindness thoughts in your heart, in your mind. You truly generate loving kindness right now. You are generating and you are producing loving kindness. Be happy about great potentiality. You have such a great power to generate the loving kindness. May all beings be well in the front, in the back, the left, right, above, and below. May all beings be well. May all beings be well. Deeply radiate the loving kindness, generate the loving kindness, and enjoy, rejoice your loving kindness and others' loving kindness. Right now, you can even attain to the first absorption. The loving kindness is a very pleasant thought. You can just live and remain in your loving kindness. May you be well. Silently experience your lovely chat. Be well. Truly be well. May you be protected. May no harm come to you. May you be well. May you be well. May you be well. Be well. Experience the quality, the real feeling of the loving kindness. Just relax and enjoy the loving kindness. May you be well. May you be well. May you be well. With the support of your lovely, wholesome awareness, we will practice little bit breathing meditation. And breathing meditation helps you a lot to practice mindfulness and even to explore the wisdom and deeply penetrate and understand everything as they are. Draw your attention to your in breath and out breath, the breathing in and out, the natural activity, breathing in and breathing out. Just relax and practice breathing meditation. Experience and feel the in breath and out breath. Practice breathing meditation. By focusing your attention to the in breath and out breath, you truly understand the oxygenated air fill the lungs and travel all over the body, and the deoxygenated air travel back and exhale. Observe the constant changing, not only the breathing, also the body itself is changing. All the cell structures are constantly changing. Everything is changing. Even the thoughts are changing. Thoughts, mind, everything is changing. Everything is changing. Deeply understand we are hiring a changing process. If it is really changing, then nothing to worry, nothing to be stressful. Just relax and observe the real nature of this process. Changing. Relax, relax. Observe the changing process. Be mindful and maintain a stressless, a beautiful, wholesome, relaxed awareness.
Dukkha pattaca nidukkha bhayapattaca nibbaya Sukapatace Nisoka Hontu Sabbepi Panino May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Feel grateful to whoever helped your meditation tonight, even the people who tried not to disturb your meditation tonight. Let us also feel grateful to this device that help us to connect to this meditation, and even to these non-living things, including the cushion, the chair, the bell, and everything. With deep gratitude towards all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, Bante, for helping us to practice the meditation. So, weather is getting chilly and chilly. um, so, we did not expect that we will be able to have this meditation during these days, but still today was a little warmer, so we decided to have it. Um, but not bad. So after the meditation, it is our tradition to reflect, on the teachings of the Buddha and try to think about the way that we can apply what we practice in our daily life. Um, so today I thought to discuss a little bit about um, how we can um, incorporate our social responsibility to our spiritual practice. as practitioners, as people who are following the Dhamma, and we are studying the teachings of the Buddha, and we are practicing it in our behavior, and also we are engaging in meditation as a way of training our mind. And at the same time, as social beings, we have a responsibility uh, in our family. We have obligations, family obligations, and also we also have social responsibility, our contribution to the society, and also um, uh, being a responsible citizen. Sometimes when we practice the Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, we pay, of course, definitely our main attention is to how to train ourselves, how to train our own mind. And some may think that, that Buddhist teaching has little to offer when it comes to social responsibility, or maybe even to fulfill our family obligations. Um, but I think that is not true. Of course, it's definitely the most emphasis in Buddhist teaching and Buddhist training is to train our mind. But the whole purpose of doing that is definitely to help ourselves to reduce the suffering within us, but at the same time uh, help others and also society to reduce suffering. So I would so when it comes to social responsibility, particularly during these days, and that is why I thought that we should pay attention to that aspect of our practice. During these days, we are living in this pandemic, uh, and then of course we have a responsibility to take care of ourselves, but at the same time, we have also responsibility to take care of our family and not to and also a large responsibility to help to curb this pandemic. At the same time, we also have a social responsibility um, to guide, to help the society to move towards a wholesome direction, more towards the direction of compassion, more towards the direction of loving kindness, and more towards um, taking care of nature. So we have that responsibility also, not only to practice within ourselves, but also to make some positive impact, and also even provide some guidance to the larger society to move towards that direction that ultimately bring more well-being and happiness to many living beings. But whenever we engage in fulfilling our social obligation, social responsibility, and sometimes even family obligations, sometimes we can get quite agitated on those issues. Um, so we have a duty to help our family. We have a duty to serve the society and make a good contribution. But when we engage in these uh, projects, family or social projects, we may engage in them not in a very healthy way. I think that is what we need to pay attention, and then remind ourselves what is the best way that we can fulfill this social obligation, social responsibility, and also family obligation. So I would like to to pay attention to the our practice of compassion here. Of course, last week we discussed about mudita, right, Bante? Mudita, which is a sympathetic joy. Of course, in the four sets of um, Brahma Vihara, the sublime abiding, so the highest four virtues, the four sets, we have loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy or altruistic joy, and equanimity. So when it comes to social responsibility and family obligation, I think what we are really practicing there is compassion. Our need to reduce and alleviate suffering of others. I think we need to remember that, because definitely we will start helping others out of compassion. Maybe we engage in projects that related to social issues, maybe out of compassion. But sometimes we may not maintain that. We may not because along the way we will get caught in our emotional attachments, and maybe our personal biases, our personal prejudices, our personal opinions, and then along the way we drop compassion. And it's really important that we, from time to time, remind ourselves, why. I mean, the whole reason that I'm doing, I'm, I'm, I'm part of this social, movement, and whole reason that I'm doing this family obligations is main reason, main basis for those activities is the compassion. Compassion means that our need to reduce their suffering. And we need to ask, are we really doing it? Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes not easy. But, then if we really base our social activities and our family, duties on compassion, and that compassion, usually compassion comes from deep understanding. Of course, we may have, as human beings, we have some sense of compassion in every human being, but the deep compassion comes from deep understanding that all living beings are vulnerable to experience suffering. I mean, all living beings desire happiness and safety and well-being, but contrary, many beings are experiencing suffering, but that suffering is coming from three, what we call Bhante, three roots, three unwholesome roots. Yeah. What are three unwholesome roots, Bhante? Oh, yes. Yeah. If you put in English, lobe, dosa, and more, right? Yeah. Uh, I think you are quite familiar with the three roots of three unwholesome roots: greed, hatred, and delusion. Greed, hatred, and delusion. And of course, again, so delusion is mainly the confusion and misunderstanding and misconceptions we uh, form about ourselves and the world, and based on that uh, confusion and misunderstanding, we tend to perceive things as permanent, as in fixed entities, and then we either crave for them, or we reject them. So that's how we get greed and hatred. So any suffering, whether it's individual or social, are coming from these three roots. The compassion is coming. Compassion is originated in our mind. The deep understanding that all living beings are under the influence of, what are the three things? Greed, hatred, and delusion. All beings are under the influence of these three tendencies. Is a fact. We have we have that tendency. Although we have our senses, we have a very rational mind, we have enough potential to see things as they are, but we, but that to see things as they are, we need a training. So although we have our sensory organs and our rational mind, human beings are not naturally gifted with the wisdom to see things as they are. That is why we are in samsara. Unless we pay special attention, unless we have some guidance like the teachings of the Buddha, we may not, you know, um, try to, we may not eradicate our delusion completely. And as a result, we may not eradicate greed and hatred. So all living beings are victims of this greed, hatred, and delusion. And of course, they have also the potential that they can transcend them. But unless if they are engaging in such a training, we are not simply becoming free of them. So all living beings, when we think about that, all living beings are operating under these three unwholesome roots: greed, hatred, and delusion. And they are also victims of their own environments. When you think about that, and that is where we develop this deep compassion. you know we we realize that I am also under the influence of these three things, and then all living beings are also under the influence of these three things. And so I should commit myself, and be quite serious and engage in these practices to see these three roots are like influencing my behavior, my speech, and my decisions, and then observing them and retraining our mind to not to follow them, and then instead we develop the opposite tendencies, which means generosity, loving kindness, and wisdom. And then, while we are doing that, we are also trying to help others also to understand their own, delusions, with their own confusions and biases, prejudices, and also their own greed and hatred, and helping them. And then, when we have that understanding, so when we are engaging in a social movement or family duties, uh, so we have that deep compassion. So we will do our best to help everyone to transcend those things and reduce their suffering, but we will not necessarily hate or have resentment towards people um, who are even doing the things that are not wholesome, because we have a deep understanding that they are under the influence of these three roots, and then their own environments, their own conditions also. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't do anything to transcend these things, to like help our society to move forward. We should. By all right, we should put our whole energy, but without having more like emotional agitation. The emotional agitations, hate come when you do not have deep understanding. So I think so the uh, is a part of our inner training also to do this in a balanced way. If you truly understand how difficult it is to to transcend this delusion, if you truly understand how difficult it is to like to reduce this tendency of attachment, of greed, and if you really know how difficult it is to manage our own anger, if you truly know, and then you will not demand, I mean, then it is easier for us to like to guide someone else to transcend them. We will not have unrealistic expectations from others when you truly know that. So I think what I really want to emphasize is that we have a social responsibility. We should engage in such activities. We should like not only our whole spiritual practice is not only to reduce and overcome suffering within us, and that's only part of it. Our whole purpose is to help definitely all living beings. That includes our own immediate society, our immediate community, and so we have such a higher goal. So in that case, we are quite serious about our social responsibility. But but we have a deep understanding where the suffering is coming from. I mean, suffering is coming from a deeper roots. So our whole goal is to like address that. For that, when we have that understanding, and we always based our family duties and social responsibilities on compassion, I think it is much easier for us to maintain inner sanity while also contributing to the society and doing our family duties. Otherwise, we will lose our sanity along the way. And then instead of helping, we may do the opposite. Yeah. So I think it's always important that we remind ourselves, we ask this question: am I doing this really out of compassion? Am I really, being part of this movement out of compassion? And is that the real thing? Am I really addressing this, inner roots of these problems? And am I doing this family duty out of compassion for that person? We really have to think about it. Otherwise, along the way, we will mix so many other things, and that's really not helping others and also not helping ourselves too. So, so the social responsibility and family duties are part of our spiritual practice, but it's based on compassion. I think if we can, uh, if we can even engage with an oppressor, or even engage with maybe, let's say, in such an oppressing situation, unfair situation, without so much of hatred or intolerance, that shows the our own spiritual growth. I think it is such effort that's going to be successful. That is what it has been proved along the history, even in the case of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela and so many other figures. Okay, that is what I had to offer today. Any thoughts and questions about that? Do we have any questions from YouTube? And if you have any question for people who are joining from online, you can type your questions in your live chat, so you'll get them.
I think that besides compassion, also need to have patience too. Just trying to think about applying that in my own family life.
Hmm.
Patience seems like it'd be very important also.
Okay, thank you, John, for sharing that. So you would like to add compassion? Yeah, I think our full doing our social responsibilities, family duties is should be based on compassion. In the along the practice, we definitely we need patience, right? Yeah. I think what the patient is saying, that the things will not really, that the people will not really do things, or people will not really change to the speed that you want them to change, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they might not be receptive.
receptive, yeah. I think what I was basically saying, that our we need to base all our helping to others on compassion, but that compassion needs to be based on wisdom, deep understanding of human mind. I think what John, you are telling me, that we need to add patience also there, right? So not expecting results, uh, but still doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Still watering the plant, though you don't get flowers and fruits.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean they will eventually get, but not when you want it.
Right. Maybe not this lifetime.
Hmm?
And maybe not this lifetime.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, I hope that we will, and particularly during this period, even when we think about our social responsibility in this pandemic season, and also in this, and that it is important that we remind ourselves that even when you are engaging in any social movement, or when you're fulfilling a family obligation, so please always remind yourself that I'm doing this out of compassion, and always make sure that your actions, your decisions, is coming from that place, and that's going to be very fruitful for others and also for ourselves, and mainly we can keep our own mental and physical health, and continue to help and make a positive impact on others. So with that, let us move to the other part of the program. Bante, do you have a question? Okay, we have one question over here. If engaging a family social duties entail harmful deed, what should one do? if an elderly family member desperate and want you to accompany her to go to a casino. Okay. I think that, yeah, the question comes maybe a very specific case that sometimes like our family members want us to help them to do certain things. So asking that, so definitely we have to ask, whether is it really helpful? Sometimes is it really helpful? Um, Definitely it's not really helping them to do an unwholesome deed, but sometimes sometimes our family members may have certain habits, certain things that they enjoy, maybe not like going to certain places. And so sometimes even though we don't enjoy them, maybe we may have to do some sacrifice to like accompany them. But I think here the example is given to go to a casino. Or maybe it can also be maybe to go for a drink or whatever. There, I think we have to be a little skillful. Maybe we can suggest them an alternative. You know, instead of going to a casino or some that kind of place, maybe go to some other place that they may be able to like have a social life of a similar kind. So I think that's where we need to be skillful also, like helping our family members, but not really to develop more bad habits and eventually produce more suffering for themselves. But we have to be very gentle and skillful in guiding our family members to wholesome direction. So it should we had to do in a very gradual way. Maybe we may have to go to casino one time, and then next time we bring them to somewhere else, because you need to build some relationship, before you help them. Okay, let us move to the other part of the program. Uh, Transference of sharing the merits with everyone else by doing this practice together, and and doing this and engaging in this wholesome practice, we have generated so much goodness, so much good energy, so much good karma, and it is now time that we can share this goodness, share this good karma, good merits with all others. First of all, let us have a moment of gratitude towards all of our departed family members who loved us so much, who did so much to us, who are no more with us today. At this moment that we did the wholesome deed, let us think about them and share this good merits with them too. May they all share these good merits. May they all benefit from this good practice. May they all be well and happy wherever they may be. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukita hontu ñāteyo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu sukita hontu ñāteyo. Idang me ñātīnaṃ hotu Sukita hontu ñāteyo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be hateful. Here the blessing service. So we are going to do this blessing chant for you. We will chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. And this particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. And right now we are chanting the same sutra for you, for your benefit. We wish that may you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating towards you. By the power of these blessings, may you be protected from every way. May you have strong immunity. May you be blessed with good health. And may you be well and happy and peaceful. You can also share these blessings with anyone you like to share. You can recall to your mind, to your family members, people who are sick, and share these blessings with them. We also want to especially direct our blessings to our Nancy's beloved father, David, and, and anyone else who are sick. And may they all receive these blessings. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamit Sakko jocha sujocha suvacho chasamuddo anatimani santo sansakocha subharo Appakiccocha sallahukavoti samprindriyocha nipakocha appakab Kulesu ananugiddo nachakodang samachare kinchiyena vignyo pare upavade Sukhino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta ye kechipana Tasavatavarava anavasesadighavaye mahantava majjimaraskanukatu dittavayeva addittaye chadure vasanti avidure bhutavasang bhavesi Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta paro parang nikumbete natimang Kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patigha sangyana anyamanya sansadukka mitche
Mata yathaniyang puttang ayusaye kaputta manurake vampi sabba bhute Manasang bhavaye aparimanang mettang cha sabbhalokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddhang adocha tiriyang cha asang badang avirang asapatang tittang charang nising Sayano vayavatasං vigadamidho etang sating aditteya brahmamit viharam idamaho ditting ca anupagam silvadasaṃ nina sampan Kami suvinaya gedang nahi jatu gambasya punareti ti etena sanca vajjena sotti te hotu tena sanca vajjena sabbaro vinasatu etena sanca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalam Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo Sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddha Bhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbamang Rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanu bhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbamang Rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Take a moment to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during last few days. Take a moment and recall an actual incident in which you did a kind deed, helping someone, giving something to someone, any act of kindness. Let us rejoice these moments of kindness. These kind acts show that we can overcome our defilements, we can grow our goodness. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pains. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about the moment that you receive some help from others, some care, and even you heard about the kind deed of someone. Let us rejoice these moments of this goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining us today. It's such a great pleasure to have you all. We look forward to see you again next week or in any other programs that we offer through online or on site. Wish you good health.